Welcome to my hotel room in Utah. I'm in actually Lehi, Utah, which is right outside of Salt Lake. And I am going live today just because I haven't gone live for several days and I had something that I thought was worth sharing. And this is something that is tied to my whole message that I started this Just Friggin' Do It annual series where I'm doing an episode on my podcast, Not Your Average Lives, once a month. I've just done one so far, just started it on Just Friggin' Do It. And I'm using myself as an example on something I just friggin' did. And it's something that I typically have been procrastinating on or that really resonated with me. And I did it. And since these are once a month, things come up and I have these ideas. And since I only have 12 opportunities to share Just Frigging Do It's, now I previously had a 52-week annual series. And when I was thinking about doing this Just Frigging Do It, I thought 52 is a lot. I can't commit to just friggin' doing something 52 times. That's a lot. So I can do 12. I'll do 12 because some of them might be scary. So that being said, I can look at it as just 12 as well. Well, maybe I want to do more Just Frigging Do It's, or maybe I have more things to share that I just frigging did. And this is one of them. And so this is going to be an off, it's not going to be in my Not Your Average. Actually, I might post it. It's going to be short, but I might post it as an episode. We'll see. But one thing that I just friggin' did, and I did it 2.5 years ago, but everything's coming to fruition now from that one action I took. And I wanted to share it because I want you to just friggin' do it. Do something that you've been thinking about and maybe it's something you'll come across today. Maybe it's something you'll come across in the next week, but maybe this message, me sharing this with you you'll think of it and you'll think when you see this thing that resonates with you, oh my gosh, yeah, Lori said, maybe we should just friggin' do these things. Maybe I should just do it. So the thing that I did is that I listened to a podcast episode and it resonated so deeply with me. I still remember where I was in my car when I heard it. And it was a person sharing about a personality typing methodology that he had invented. And so as soon as I got to a place where I could log on to my laptop, I Googled his website and I made an appointment to do this typing. And so it was the beginning of just an amazing journey of learning for me, growth for me as both an individual and as a coach, and a journey of friendship, because this person's become what I consider a very good friend, lots of deep conversations. And so that is why I'm here in Utah, because I'm actually training with him. And so what I just want to share is when something resonates with you, and like I said, I don't want to keep this a long, it's not going to be like a training, but I will probably talk about it in an upcoming training. I'm doing my free Ignite Your Second Half Soul training that's going to kick off at the end of May. And I'll probably talk about it a little bit in that. But when something resonates with you, there's something deep inside of you that is wanting you to move you to action. It's wanting to push you because you need that, or it has something to do with a path you're supposed to walk. I truly believe that. As my experience in doing a lot of this work over the past 3 years, when I did none of it before I was 60. So I'm a late bloomer. So I know you can do it too. But when something resonates with you, and what it did for me is I took that action. I took that first action, and that action took me to a place where I learned something deeper about myself. I learned something very valuable about myself. And in the process, it led me to, how can I share this with other people? How can I help other people also learn something about themselves through me learning something about myself? It's this whole ripple effect thing that happens when we grow, it spreads. And we're meant to share what we learn. And so because I took that step and I I grew from it. And then it led me to creative ideas about what I can do next, how I can take this new knowledge and how I can add it into the trainings that I do, how I can work more with this person. So it led me to about a year and a half later, because I started to work with him through my group coaching program. And then it led me to ask him, and these are all scary moments. When you take this action, it's not necessarily comfortable. It can be stepping very much outside your comfort zone. But what you find is it's not really scary once you get there. It's just scary in taking that action, because we have all these like things going on in our head about, oh my God, what if you find out this? What if you find out that? And oh my God, isn't that, you won't want to find that out. But what if you could find out so many amazing things, and our brain just doesn't go there. That's not where we go when we're thinking about what we're not doing. But then when we do it, we now look back and we're like, oh my God, that was amazing. And so, I took this scary step of asking him if I could work with him in a more intimate fashion, so I could learn more about what he does and help in more incredible transformations for other people. And so that ended up turning into a week in December here, and now a week now doing part 2. And so this all started, and my point of this live topic is this all started because I listened to a podcast episode that was interesting to me. I don't listen to podcast episodes that I'm not interested in. I look at, people, and I might listen to somebody a couple of times and I'm like, they're okay. But this one podcast is my coach's podcast, and I love listening to him. It always gets a lot of value, and he makes me laugh a lot. And so then I listened to this one, and it was like so deeply like impactful to me. And that you can find that. So start to listen to podcast episodes, start to find people that you resonate with, and start to really tune in to the topics that you find most value in. And when you hear something that recommends an action, that recommends a book, that recommends a training, that recommends whatever, if it piques your interest, go for it. Just friggin' do it. And I swear, if first of all, you were there and you're intrigued, it's going to work out. It's going to bring amazing things. And that will lead you somewhere, that will then potentially lead you somewhere else, that will potentially lead you down this beautiful path that you never expected. And so hopefully this little mini live that I'm doing about just friggin' do it, and it's relating it to something in my life where I just simply listened to a podcast episode that led me down a 2.5-year journey of personal growth and training that has made my life immensely better, and I think other people's lives, because sharing this, I know, has changed lives, and I know that people are taking what they're learning about themselves and blossoming. And that's what this is all about. Life is about not wilting. It's about blossoming. It's continuing to blossom each and every day for as long as we're here. And nobody knows how long that is. So, all right. Hey, Carol. Yes. I'm glad you could be here. You and your emojis. Yes. All right. So that's it for now. Have a great rest of your week. And I will see you next time. Bye.